All right, it's time to wine and dine on the Vancouver edition of the Vancouver Week edition of this Foodie Friday. So if you're looking for that hot spot up in the coop to take a date or celebrate a birthday or just elevate that night out, we have the perfect spot for you.
Since opening in 2018, Amaro's Table has been the talk of the town. And joining us in studio from Northwest Hospitality Group is Haley Hawsey and Chris Scott. Good morning, you two.
Good morning.
Thanks for being
Great to have you here.
here.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, before we dig into this delicious spread, we just got to talk a little bit about Amaro's Table. So you have been a huge success in the 6 years since you've been open. What do you think is the secret sauce? What's in your recipe to a fantastic restaurant?
Well, we're chef-owned, which is wonderful, so the food is already good. But really our focus is hospitality and just making people feel really cared about when they join us. We love our community. We've had amazing support from our community. Yeah, just excellent service and focusing on making people feel great when they join us.
That's awesome. Well, as we were preparing for Vancouver Week, we went up to the waterfront and we're just asking people about what they like about the town. Where do you like to eat? And the amount of people that said Amaro's Table was astounding, and that's why we knew we had to reach out to you because of that. With that said, obviously, it's not such a success without this beautiful food that you have. What's on the menu at Amaro's?
Well, there's all kinds of things at Amaro's Table. It's definitely a menu for everybody. That's one thing that I think has been a huge success for us. It's also a consistent menu. You fall in love with the dish, it's going to stay on that menu, and you can count on it day in and day out. We do offer a seasonal menu, so we can have some fun things that we can do every few months, but really some core dishes. And so we wanted to showcase a few things that really stand out. We've got to start up here up front with our fried chicken. That is by far our #1 seller. Both locations, and has been really since day one. The honey butter is really what sets it off, and house slaw and mashed potatoes. We like to get into something a little bit lighter, so we do a burrata salad with cucumbers, tomatoes, chiffonade of basil, and some aged balsamic. And can't go wrong with the New York. The chimichurri that we have
I was going to say that chimichurri sauce caught my eye over there. That looks fantastic.
Put that on anything, and you're going to be real happy with your decision.
Yeah.
You're going to start things off here on a great note. What is this?
That is our ahi crostini appetizer. And so we've got avocado hummus, we've got a wasabi aioli, aged balsamic microgreens, and then seared blackened ahi. And it is fabulous.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
You look like you might want to try
I know. I was like, I mean, it's right here in front of me. It's so close. I might just have to take a little bite.
There we go.
Oh my gosh,
There
look
we
at
go.
that seared ahi. That looks fantastic.
And I mean, the food is great, but you have some award-winning cocktails as well. You won Best Happy Hour in Clark County 3 years in a row, which is no small feat. Best Cocktail 2 years in a row. Real quick, how was it?
Fantastic.
I expected nothing less.
So good.
But yeah, let's talk about the cocktails and why that's such a big focus for you as well.
We have a really great bar program. It's led by beverage director Preston Groves. He's been with us since just about the start of Amaro's Table. We have a fun concept in that we include Amari or Amaro in everything that we do for the most part.
Oh, that ties in nicely.
Yeah, so it is the owner's last name, but it's also a really great spirit. So they're bitter liqueurs, and they just add a lot of complexity to each cocktail. So we also do flights. We've got over 70 Amari, which is a nice little selection, especially for
it's
Vancouver.
massive.
That's so
yeah,
fun.
really cool. Okay,
Well, yeah, now I can
I'm going to
see
dive
how
into the
Best
chicken over here. Don't
Happy
mind
Hour
me.
Yeah, please
is
do.
absolutely the call there. And if you got a little sweet tooth here, what are we looking at with this powdered sugar?
We've got the ricotta donuts here. This is a signature of the grandmother of one of our owners. And basically what we do is a ricotta cheese folded into a traditional donut batter.
Wowee.
Quick traditional fry, and then the cinnamon, powdered sugar, and then the house-made caramel sauce for dipping.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's a great way to celebrate a special occasion, a nice way to end after New York, and some ahi crostini.
That's awesome.
Sounds like it. Okay, so you've got 2 locations right now in Vancouver and Hazel Dell. So you got both sides of the city covered, and we have some breaking news here this morning on the show. Amaro's is expanding.
We will be opening in Castle Rock in just a few short months. So we're very excited to move up north.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We've got wonderful community. We've got guests that travel already from Longview to our Hazeldale location. So we're looking forward to a way to be able to serve them better in their own community a little bit closer.
Well, and there's so much going in, up north on I-5 there with the Costco. I feel like Ridgefield is just growing by leaps and bounds.
That's
so
true.
to be up a little closer to some of those communities is very cool.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah, also, it's cool that you needed to expand because that tells me that business is going well. So with that said, what's the easiest way to find a spot at Amaro's Table? Is it reservations, walk-ins? What do you recommend?
Downtown location and Hazeldale location, we love walk-ins, but reservations are always recommended if you know the time you want to come in. Just go to our website, click right on the reserve link. It's super easy to make yourself a reservation, and if larger parties, things of that nature. So
That's great.
Yeah, we look forward to having everybody come in.
Love that.
Fantastic. amarostable.com is the website for all the info and to make a reservation. Chris, Haley, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And cheers. I think I know where my next happy hour spot's going to be.
Yeah, I think that's a great call there.
Good stuff.
All right, well, coming up tomorrow, we're not coming in tomorrow, but we will be back on Monday here on AMX, where our back-to-school coverage begins, and doctors say health should be top of mind ahead of that first day of class. Learn why a trip to a pediatrician should be part of your back-to-school checklist there, so start your week with us at 7 o'clock in the morning. Give me that crusty
Reaching across the table.
I absolutely am. No
Happy
manners
Foodie
here.
Friday, everybody.
Enjoy it.
Have a good weekend.